Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to be talking about Andrew Tate. I haven't really talked about Andrew Tate for quite a while, and I've almost forgotten about him. He's still really kind of popular in the Twitter scene, but he hasn't really been talked about as much. So, I guess I'm going to be talking about him again here in this video. And the reason I want to talk about him again is because of his recent interview with Piers Morgan. There's two parts of it. I'm gonna talk about part one only in this video. And the reason I've come back to talk about Andrew Tate was because of his personality, of his character. Has he changed? Has he not changed? Because he's obviously converted, but he converted like 6-7 months ago. So he must have been regretting his stuff from the past, or must have been obviously improved on himself. And from the whole interview, I watched the whole interview, by the way. I watched the whole interview, part one and part two. From part one, I didn't really see that much difference. I didn't really see that much difference. And for me, I'm a super fan of Andrew Tate. I've always supported Andrew Tate, and wherever he goes, I follow him on Twitter. I watch a lot of his updates on YouTube. But a lot of the things he said in the Piers Morgan interview, it's nothing really special. It's just him repeating words all over again. He's already said this. He already said this type of thing a couple of years ago, a couple of months ago. Yes, maybe Piers Morgan is telling him the same questions, because in the first part of the question, which was almost the whole thing, was him talking about the prison situation. Because Piers Morgan, the last time Piers Morgan interviewed Andrew Tate was literally 6 days before the arrest of him just doing the chess play, and obviously Piers Morgan had to interrogate him and talk about how was his life in prison. Obviously Andrew Tate was talking about how he had a lot of cockroaches and he had to hunt the cockroaches down, and I already knew about the cockroach situation beforehand and all that stuff. But in this interview, Piers Morgan was like trying to interrogate him by saying like, what's with this case? You know what I'm saying? Like, this case is like a rape, like R-worded, like very human trafficking case. And what Andrew Tate said really bothered me. He said it's not a human trafficking case. It's I've forced girls to make TikToks, which he did say on a different interview. And I was like, that's not what you got. That's not what you're getting. Arrested. That's not what you got. It's not what you got arrested for. He got arrested, and he's going to court for for human trafficking, for manipulating women, for not paying women right, all this other stuff. And I said this is all bullshit because there's no proof. But the way Andrew Tate in this interview tried to hide that and just kept saying, oh, it's just a TikTok thing. Oh, I forced women to make TikToks and I took half their earnings. That is such a really dumb statement, because he said this last time. He's trying to hide the fact that that's not what the actual case is. The actual case is much more serious, and it's public. It's public in the articles and everything, and it's public information. So that's not what the actual case is of what I'm actually trying to say. Actual cases are just human trafficking and all the other stuff that I can't really say on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Even though I already said it, but you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say it again. I'm gonna get in trouble. But Andrew Tate was hiding about it by saying, "Oh, it's a TikTok thing. I forced women to make TikToks." And Piers Morgan was saying, "Oh, what about the Loverboy method?" There was other people that were talking about the Loverboy method. The Loverboy method is basically you are making this person love you, and then you take advantage of them by taking advantage of their love to you by making them do things for you. I think that's like the summary or the nutshell of the Loverboy method. And so Piers Morgan was saying that that's part of the case, of part of what you're getting arrested on. Like, that's part of the case. And he's saying, oh, I'll make women love me and all the other stuff. Andrew tried to defend himself, all the other stuff. Obviously Andrew Tate articulated himself into obviously making Piers Morgan look stupid. But what I have to say is, why does this guy keep saying the main reason or the main case that I'm getting, getting into court is, oh, I made forced women to get into TikToks. That doesn't make any sense. And Piers Morgan was talking about the webcam services. Oh, you earned a lot of money on webcam, and he denied that, saying, "No, really, that's not my main earnings," which was a complete lie. His main earnings was from webcams. He was earning fuck all doing kickboxing, bro. What else was this guy doing kickboxing? He was earning nothing, bro. He made his first million on webcam services, and he said, "Oh, 10 years ago, a lot of people do webcam. I'm the only company." Yes, he's right. A lot of people do webcam services. A lot of pimps are way brutal. Andre is not pimp. He just owns a he just used to own a webcam service. That's all he did. You know what I'm saying? And just 3-4 years ago, and he was talking about it. He was the way he was talking about like a pimp in the Fresh and Fit podcast, where he was talking about how he owns webcam services and all of that stuff. And in the Piers Morgan interview, he said, I haven't touched any of that I haven't touched any of that webcam service money at all for the past 7 years," which is a lie. Because if you look at the Fresh and Fit interview, his first ever Fresh and Fit interview, I've been wearing the tied up button shirt with him with the two buttons down, obviously being acting like a pimp. He was talking about him doing webcam services and how he's taking advantage of young men, young, delusional, and brainwashed men 3-4 years ago. So I think when he stopped doing webcam services is when he converted, which was at least 7-6 months ago. So he lied about that as well. And also, he's a Muslim now, which means shouldn't he marry a Muslim woman? No. He's more talking about his kids and his wife, saying, "How many kids do you have?" He said he can't really say, but Piers Morgan said, "Do you have more than one?" He said yes. So he has more than one kid, and all of those kids are not from the same mother. They're all from different mothers. So Andrew Tate is talking about how to control yourself, patience, all that stuff, but he can't even control his own dick, bro. He's putting a seed into other women, and then them just blasting it out, and then guess what? The woman left him. Women left him, and now he has one woman on the side. And what he said after really irked me. He said he dates other women, and his wife, and his not wife, but his girl is fine with that. And that is very true. His girl is probably definitely fine with that. But your girl is not modest. I can see her. I can see she's wearing a full-on dress. It's a Romanian girl, and she's taking care of your child. She's taking care of everything in the house, and you're dating other women. I mean, what type of man are you? Andrew Tate is not really a man if he's dating other women. I did used to look up to Andrew Tate. A lot of people did. But if you really look deep into the psychological and mental warfare of Andrew Tate, it really is just a bold motherfucker getting angry. I mean, he literally says, "I date other women, and my girl is fine with that," and I believe him. 100%, I believe him. His girl is definitely fine with that. But come on, if you're a man, don't you have any respect or any urgency or any morals or any patience or any control to realize, and any morals, any dignity to realize that you have kids waiting for you at your house you have to take care of, and you have a wife or girlfriend that's at your house, you're the mother of your child, the mother of all your children, almost all your children, even though some of your children may not be hers, it's still the mother of all your children. You're here dating other women. I mean, if that's your role model, then hey, you're not gonna make it in life. That's how I see it. But this interview, part one interview, wasn't really it for me. It wasn't really anything special. It was just Andrew Tate shouting a lot, saying the same thing, and you're just screaming, Islamic quotes, even though the things he said wasn't really Islamic, and the videos I've seen of him going to shisha lounges with other Muslims. But I saw this big muscular guy. He goes to the shisha lounge with him. Yeah, he's following the teachings of wrong people. You know what I'm saying? He's following the teachings of the people who's giving him good advice, but making it easy for him. Like, hey, you can do shisha lounge every day. You go with the girl all day. You could date other women, and he's saying it publicly, and no one's saying anything. Muhammad Hijab, Ali Dawah, they suck him off like crazy, bro. I you know Ali Dawa. I'm on job. If you know these guys, you know who these guys are. They suck him off like crazy, and they never ever talk about his bad side. In the lit, bro, Ali Dow made a post of him talking, made a literal video of talking about Andrew Tate's interview with Piers Morgan, not the part one, but part two of them just talking about Palestine and Israel. He didn't look at the part one where Andrew Tate said, "Oh, I date other women and the women's fine with them," and how the part one interview just butt made, because the part one interview of Piers Morgan and Andrew Tate was really shitty, to be honest. Yeah, Andrew Tate cooked him, but like, come on, I know can cook Piers Morgan. Andrew Tate was like shouting and just saying the whole stuff, all and acting like a character. He basically looked at being in a movie. That's what I said. I'm in a movie, Sci-fi movie. It's just crazy. You must say, oh, I bet you guys are all shocked. Like, what? You don't like Andrew Tate? You don't support Andrew Tate anymore? Andrew Tate's nothing special. I mean, he's a fraud. He turned to a fraud now. It is what it is. If you guys shocked, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to join my Discord server linked in the description. Don't forget to click my link tree. All my social media is going to be in the link tree. See you in the next video. Bye. Good fizz.